The Disney shells are out in force trying to gaslight everyone, criticizing Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy and the upcoming Rey New Jedi Order Star Wars film. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Indeed, the shills are out in force, and shill number one is John Rocha of the Hot Mic podcast. I do indeed use this podcast as a source for a lot of rumors, mainly because his co-host is Jeff Snyder, who does indeed seemingly have Hollywood connections and supplies a number of rumors about what is happening over in Hollywood at all of the major studios, specifically with Marvel and Star Wars, etc., as well as some of the independent stuff. So he's really the one you tune into to listen to. You do not tune in to listen to John Rocha because he has some of the most objectionable takes I've ever heard of, and they're just outright lies, such as this one. As you can see, I already captioned it saying, "And the gaslighting has begun," right on cue. And indeed, that is exactly what he's doing. Let's listen to what he has to say about people criticizing Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy and the upcoming Star Wars film that she is supposedly going to be directed, that was announced back at Star Wars Celebration in April of last year. Let's take a listen.
I swear to God, men, reach down into your pants, find your fucking balls and your cock, and be okay with it. We can take a woman directing a film in Star Wars and live. We're all gonna fucking survive. I swear to God, you guys want to come off like you're tough motherfuckers, and you're a bunch of wusses. Finally, a woman gets to direct a theatrical feature in Star Wars with Rey, with other women leading the way. And there's nothing fucking wrong with that. I swear.
It's really ironic that the guy lecturing people about about men being manly and like having to be manly is having to use curse words and take the Lord's name in vain, seeming to imply he's trying to be his own masculine. He should take his own advice, right? You can't even make it up. Complete and utter hypocrite. Also, the idea that people are criticizing her just because she is a woman is just an utter lie. People are criticizing her for what she has said. Let's take a listen to this right here. Is a clip of Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy discussing what she does with her films. Let's take a listen.
I think at the heart of everything, I am a storyteller and an activist. And my body of work over the last 20 years has been guided by my activism, and every single piece of work that I've ever created has a piece of activism in it. It could be very overt or it could be covert, but it is there. And
so there you have it. Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy admitting that she puts activism into everything that she makes. And I think it's safe to assume if someone is saying that, they're going to be putting it into the upcoming Star Wars film. And that is what people are criticizing. They're criticizing her putting her activism into an upcoming Star Wars film. And this is something that people have been criticizing the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy for years now, because that is what they have been doing. They have been injecting feminism, which has satanic roots documented on this channel previously, into Star Wars. They've been injecting feminism into Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy admitted this in 2015 in an interview at the Most Powerful Women Summit hosted by Forbes magazine, or Fortune magazine, excuse me. So this is something that people have been criticizing for a long time. John Rocha is trying to gaslight people into thinking that they're just criticizing Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy because she's a female. That is absolutely and utterly not true. It is a lie. John Rocha, in my opinion, knows it is a lie, and he's going out there and playing defense for the Walt Disney Company. I would not be surprised if he got an email from them basically giving him talking points in order to go after these people. When we see this time and time again, this is what the Walt Disney Company and its shills and people that they obviously have influence over or indeed pay do. It's sick. It's disgusting. We are going to reject this, and people are rejecting it. You can just look at the Disney sequel trilogy and the box office returns, the number of tickets sold, massive, massive declines from the Force Awakens to the Rise of Skywalker, and then just look at the most recent Disney Plus shows. They had more people subscribing to Disney Plus, yet fewer viewerships or fewer total hours watched. Looking at the Nielsen numbers compared to Ahsoka And Andor, Ahsoka had 100 million less in its season finale than Andor season 1 finale did. It had 30% of people dropped off from the premiere to the finale, and then it had significantly decline from the Mandalorian season 3 finale to the Ahsoka finale. So decline overall when you're looking at Star Wars, whether it's at the box office or whether it's on Disney Plus. And that's not even to mention the merchandise sales, which have completely cratered and no one is purchasing them. So there is rightful criticism of what Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy is saying, and it has nothing to do with her gender. It has everything to do with what she's saying and the message and the activism that she is trying to push, which is indeed a form of feminism. But those are my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, but to always speak the truth.